have confirmed that several nuclear warheads have detonated across the continent.
Prepare as the world braces for the inevitable retaliation to the...
Both the United States and Soviet Union have called for a ceasefire, just days after the death.
Left to pick up the pieces.
Great swathes of land across Eurasia, most heavily affected by the fallout from the nuclear...
To vote by the Union of Allied Nations to ensure a conflict of this scale will never happen again.
Strange flesh-like vines.
A group calling themselves the Tempest Dynasty have claimed responsibility for...
More often in highly irradiated zones, seem to be emerging from the Earth.
What have you found?
It's old. It looks like stone, but it isn't. It's too perfectly coarse, like it wanted to be this shape. I think it was built for the Tempest, or maybe the other way around.
Is there a way in?
Well, it appears to be laid out like a ziggurat.
Show me.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes, yes, follow me.
Hey, inform the boy. We all want to know about this.
Commander, good of you to join us. Gotta say, your file was a pretty impressive read. I'm Colonel Fisher. You'll be reporting directly to me. We could certainly use someone with your track record. Intelligence has a situation brewing in, in Iceland. We have routine Tempest harvesting all over the grid, but some of the lights are going out, starting from the east coast. If you ask me, I reckon it looks deliberate. I want you to do a sweep of the area and flush out any Dynasty forces you might find. Remind them that the GDF isn't to be trifled with. I'll link your control interface to the battle network. If you've got any questions, now's the time to voice them. Glad to hear it. Stand by while I patch you through, and good luck. I put my neck on the block to get you this position. Don't let me down. Let's see what you can do, Commander.
Tempest harvesting operations have been disrupted in this area. Dynasty interference is suspected. Retake and hold the position. Await the arrival of a mobile construction vehicle, then build a base and recommence harvesting. Destroy any Dynasty forces and search for signs of a nearby Dynasty base. Reinforcements have arrived.
Paratroopers incoming! Good luck out there!
Flame turret sighted! Get back!
We can scout with our drones, see if there's another way in.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Riot medic ready to roll. Let's get to work.
Commander, we are under fire here. Need an assist. Thanks for the help, Commander. Standing by for orders. Someone ordered backup. Construction vehicle standing by, Commander. Let's build up that base.
Primary objective accomplished. Secondary objective accomplished.
Airstrike ready. Let's pick a location, Commander.
Secondary objective accomplished.
Hell yeah! That's the last of them!
Commander, still in one piece. Nice work, but we're not done here yet. Stand by. I'm patching you through to R&D. Dr. Francis wants a word with you. Dr. Francis, this is the one I told you about.
Just a second, Colonel. Ah, good. You're the one operating near Fljótsdalshérað, right? Anything and everything related to Tempest research goes through my team. And Iceland has Tempest in abundance. We have over 24 harvesting jobs over there. And evidently the small military presence the Council deemed to allot us isn't anywhere near enough. The Dynasty wants the Tempest. I need you to keep them off our harvesters. I think you can do that? Good. Take care of my techies out there. If you'll excuse me. Colonel.
Commander, I'm sending your troops to reinforce a base that just went dark. Push the Dynasty out, repair the base, and get our refineries back online. If the Dynasty are here for our Tempest, harvest as much as you can before they can take it. The nest has been kicked. Let's see what comes crawling out.
A GDF base is under attack. You'll be commanding the reinforcements. Reach and recapture the base before it falls. Once harvesting operations are back online, protect your harvesters as they gather the remaining Tempest. The Dynasty are establishing bases in GDF-held zones to take our Tempest. They are to be denied.
You picking us up, Commander? Entering zone of action now. Let's get to the base. Weapons at the ready. We don't know what's out there.
The riot van can carry up to 6 infantry units at a time. Its riot suppression ability can stun enemy infantry for a few seconds.
There's the base! Enemy sighted!
We should construct our own silos before we run out of Tempest storage.
Silos detected. Destroy them to disrupt enemy economy.
Thanks for the rescue, Commander. We weren't gonna last much longer.
Good job, Commander. I have the base back online. Let's get that Tempest harvested.
Our base is under attack.
Commander, it looks like there's some larger Tempest fields in the area. I'm linking you up with a support beacon. Use it to build up structures away from your base. Secure the Tempest before the Dynasty can.
There's a damn rig on the ground! The Dynasty are taking the Tempest!
Engineers can repair vehicles, disarm mines, and construct guard towers. They can also capture enemy structures, train an engineer, and capture the Tempest rig to deny Dynasty harvesting. Unit ready.
I'm in. Enemy rig secured, Commander.
The base looks heavily guarded. Is there another way in?
Good work, Commander. Thanks to your efforts, Iceland has been reclaimed, and the Dynasty have been sent packing. All the same, the Council is concerned. The Dynasty hold most of Eurasia. They're going to have their hackles up after this stunt, even if it was just a renegade company pushing their luck. If they're up to something, we need to know. Now, the primary Dynasty HQ is in southeastern Europe. Much of their military infrastructure is centered here, and around the edges of their Tempest zone. But they also have bases dotted across the continent, and Scopes has tracked some interesting movement from the west, and found you a target. This is a standard intel op, Commander. Infiltrate the base, grab what you can, and get out. I'm shipping you out some of our advanced specialists for this mission. They're currently en route over the Pacific. Is that understood? Very good. Show us what you can do, Commander. Over and out.
The mounting Dynasty aggression is a concern. You've been authorized to command an elite task force behind Dynasty lines. Locate and infiltrate the base to uncover the extent of the Dynasty's military activity. Satellite images are presumed outdated. Proceed with extreme caution. Do not alert the enemy to your presence.
Commander, Captain Cragen, I have boots on the ground. The rest of the squad, though, I saw them go down toward the west. Reckon the enemy was ready for us. Not ready enough.
Primary objective.
Damn, they've got our engineers. I'm seeing a machine shop up ahead. We could use the armor, but we can't capture it without engineers. Catch-22. Trembly, thought we'd lost you.
Good to see you, Cragen. We got any injuries I can patch up?
Primary objective accomplished. The enemy base lies to the north. It holds intel on Dynasty operations across Eurasia. Capture the construction yard with an engineer to attain the data and await extraction. The sniper must survive. Locate and regroup with the missing units.
Engineer standing by, Commander. Just get us to that con yard, and we'll get you your intel. All right, we've got these old junkers purring. Let's see what they can do. If they need any repairs, send them my way. We can patch them up.
Commander, we have the con yard. I'm receiving the files now. Just buy me some time.
A sky crane is en route for extraction. Be advised, the enemy has dug in ahead of your position. Use the Dynasty construction yard to build up your forces. Defend the construction yard while data is transferring. Primary objective accomplished.
Intel acquired. Let's get to the extraction point.
Escort the sniper to the sky crane. Primary objective accomplished. Airstrike online. Is under attack.
Incoming airstrike. Take cover.
Primary objective accomplished.
Commander, good, you're here. The intel you brought us led to a base in Central Europe. The recon we sent in was repelled. They didn't stand a chance. The Dynasty have amassed an enormous army right under our noses. And as of 10 minutes ago, while the GDF Council was debating whether to even respond, the Dynasty have launched attacks across our western border. They've been planning this for God knows how long. I see. Stand by, Commander. I have a line for you from the Council.
Commander, it's a pleasure. Undersecretary Green, advisor to the Council of Directors. And it is on behalf of the Council that I have to say, your skills are certainly impressive. We've been watching your work. While the Council is still in session, I have been asked to get in touch. I see that you were allocated the use of some of our specialists in your last sortie. Congratulations. Do be careful with them. They are rather useful tools, and it would be a great shame for some of them to be displaced. Be sure to listen to your specialists. They have a lot of experience on the field. Oh, speaking of, if I may be so bold, you surely wouldn't object to having an advisor of your own, no? Your performance in command has been outstanding, of course, but surely such menial tasks as paperwork are beneath you. There are a few hardworking individuals I could recommend, people you would trust to...
I need my commander back, please.
It appears my time is up. Commander, it's...
Always talking, never doing. I need you to oversee the front lines. Scratch that. The front lines appear to be a lot closer to home than they were. Screw it. Commander, reinforce Munich. I'm rerouting your forces there now. You won't have long to mount a defense before the enemy reaches the city. I have reinforcements on their way to you, but you'll have to make do as best as you can. Hold the line. We can't afford to lose the city. You're up.
The Dynasty are moving to claim Europe. GDF frontline defenses have already fallen and retreated. Your position is expected to be hit next. Fortify your base and repel the Dynasty assault. Reinforcements by air will not be possible while Dynasty SAM sites are in proximity. This base is the Dynasty's key to taking the continent. It must not fall.
All right, Commander. Base is yours. Check your defenses and get a comms rig online. If you can knock out the enemy SAM sites, I'll be able to send you support from the air. We don't have long. Do not give them the city, Commander.
Caution! Enemy units approaching.
There's the first SAM site. Take it down, but don't leave the base undefended.
Primary objective accomplished.
Good work, Commander. With the SAMs down, you can now build an air control tower. Scopes is picking up more SAMs ahead. Take those out, and we can regain control of the city. Get a sky crane in the air to transport your forces, and clear the rest of those sites.
Unit is under attack. Unit ready. Commander, load infantry and vehicles into the sky crane for transport. Primary objective accomplished.
How are we, Command? Captain Hayes, comms officer reporting in. Let me know where you need me.
That's the last of them. Now get your troops back and hold the fort. I've got air support en route.
Caution, enemy units approaching.
Eyes on target. We'll take it from here.
There you are. The Colonel's predisposed, so he sent you my way. He's not one to show it, but it sounds like you've impressed him. You're being sent to the Alps. Scopes has identified a convoy on approach from the east. We have a column of military bunkers dug into the Alps, and it looks like that's what the Dynasty is looking for. Here is where it gets interesting. There's a point where the road turns north briefly to get through the mountains. You're going to set up an ambush. There's a small satellite base up there that you can use to establish a foothold and build up your forces. Scopes is registering 6 blips on the roads to the south of your location. Don't let them through. You've been cleared for use of GDF aircraft to navigate the mountains. You're welcome for that, by the way. Not all ground forces have anti-air capabilities. I think you'll be able to put our aerial units to good use. Glad to hear. You know what you're doing? Get to it. I need to get back to work. And while I shouldn't make a personal appeal here, my R&D labs are inside these bunkers. I would appreciate it immensely if you stopped them. Thank you.
Large numbers of Dynasty forces have been sighted transporting supplies east of the Alps. This activity must cease. 6 convoys are expected to pass through a small mountain path shortly. Deploy an ambush and ensure the convoys do not reach their destination.
Okay, this is all I could get you, Commander. There's a defensible outpost up ahead you can use. Escort the MCV and get your base online. SciComm has the coordinates.
Primary objective accomplished.
Alright, you're going to have to work fast. I'm seeing multiple blips, so expect several convoys on different vectors. There are a lot of twisting paths up in these mountains. It's a lot easier to navigate with aircraft. I'm counting on you, Commander. The enemy convoy will be here any moment. We have to be prepared. It would be great if we were able to locate enemy outposts. The convoy should pass by at least one of them, and the enemy will receive additional reinforcements. Queller airplane can attack infantry and vehicles with the long-range laser. Sounds like a perfect choice for this mission.
Objective accomplished.
There's the first convoy, Commander. Take it out. I've wired you up with a communications jammer. It could disable the weapons of enemy vehicles and aircraft.
Enemy convoy approaching.
That's one down. The next convoy looks to be coming from the northeast. Second convoy located, Commander. Don't let it through. have been destroyed. Thank you for your assistance, Commander. Greatly appreciated.
Good to see you, Commander. I've been catching up on your work since I landed. I've got to say, I'm impressed. I hear the Council has been taking note of you as well. Keep it up. Hopefully something good will come of that. Anyway, I've got a heavily defended Dynasty base sitting on a huge Tempest field. It's being used to push against our frontline forces, and I'd like this base taken off the map. Sounded like your kind of thing. What do you reckon? In that case, ready up. I'm counting on you, Commander. Pull that base apart.
The Dynasty relies on its huge Tempest fields to fuel its war machine. Extensive harvesting operations have been detected in this area, supplying frontline bases. A small window of opportunity exists. Infiltrate the base with a small task force and capture or destroy the Tempest silos.
Commander, good to have you. The Dynasty are sitting on a huge stockpile of Tempest on the other side of the river. Scopes has the location of the silos. Let's take him out.
A team of engineers went dark not long ago. We need to find them before they're captured.
Secondary objective accomplished.
Thanks for the rescue, Commander. Any vehicles need a patch-up? The Dynasty were planting mines up ahead. If you watch our backs, we could clear them for you. Road clear, Commander. Just be careful. There may be more up ahead.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Silos are down, Command. Let's roll out.
Commander, well met. I'm told you're the one who reacquired Iceland. Congratulations. You must be very proud. The GDF Council of Directors would like to extend its appreciation for your efforts. The figures we've seen are impressive, and it is because of this that the Council has voted to requisition your services for an important mission. Colonel Fisher has already been briefed. You'll be conducting a search and rescue operation in a major civilian center. The region has long been sympathetic to the Tempest Dynasty, and will soon fall under GDF purview. We want someone with your flawless reputation to sweep the city for those who are hurt and in need. Show the world the benevolent, humanitarian face of GDF. Not as a military might, more a protector. This will...
Director, if I may...
Excuse me, Commander. Commander, the Council needs you to mobilize immediately. Oh, and I need to inform you of the possibility of remaining Dynasty presence. If you do see any, you are authorized to abolish them in whatever ways seems most appropriate.
This city has been destroyed in the conflict with the Dynasty. Initiate search and rescue for civilians in the area and transport them to the city hospital. Be cautious of any remaining Dynasty activity.
Receiving you loud and clear, Command. Some of our scientists are being held on the base up ahead. We're here to pick them up. That base looks heavily fortified. See if you can find us a way in. We could use a riot van or sky crane as transport. The hospital's at a pretty defensible position. We can bring the civilians there for triage. There's the scientists. Let's get them out before the Dynasty can retaliate.
It's GDF. Can you get us out of here?
Transport the scientists to the hospital.
Our base is under attack. Primary objective accomplished.
Commander, I'm picking up chatter on the Dynasty lines. They're holding GDF engineers by the river. There may be an easier way through the back of the base. Let's go get them. Oh yeah, that's the lot. I'm hearing orders to counterattack through Dynasty transmissions. So we should...
If I could beg the indulgence of the Commander, I have been informed that the Dynasty have detained a few GDF civilians. If you'd be so kind as to bring them in, I'm certain the GDF Council would be most grateful.
Well, you heard the man. Let's get in there quick before the Dynasty can mobilize.
Secondary objective accomplished. Our harvester is under attack. Our harvester is under attack.
Engineers located. More Dynasty will be here soon. Let's go.
I hear you, Command. Thanks for coming back for us. They had us working on a heavy weapons platform. Something that needs a lot of Tempest. We only saw part of it, but we got out with some data. Our research division will want to see this.
Primary objective accomplished.
Commander, I hope the Council had fun with their little PR stunt. Maybe now the rest of us can turn our attention to the war. See me after you finished up here. We need you back. Excellent work, Commander. R&D has passed me some preliminary reports. It looks like the Dynasty tech's working on a vehicle-mountable voltaic cannon. I wouldn't put it past them to have backups of the data, but at least you bought us some valuable time. Dr. Francis says her team's working on countermeasures. If they'd caught us unaware with one of these tanks, it could have been disastrous. For now, we're having scopes crunch the numbers on the data we have. If we can track down any secondary sites, I'll need you to go in and put an end to production before they...
Colonel Fisher, a word. The GDF Council requires the use of your commander.
What's going on?
We have located an old temple and are mounting an archaeological dig in the area to investigate. SciComm has the details. The temple is Dynasty territory, and we will need a military escort. Your high praise of the commander suggests that they're the best person for the job.
Director, this is so far from the battle. Why send the commander there?
If I might interject, the site has come up in relation to ancient manuscripts that reference what appears to be the Tempest. Naturally, further scientific investigation into the Vine would be of great benefit to the war effort.
Ancient manuscripts? Are you saying they knew about the Tempest all those years ago?
I'm not at liberty to speculate on sensitive topics. I'm sure you understand.
GDF cannot be seen to be behind the Dynasty in terms of Tempest research. As you can see, this mission is of the utmost importance. The Council is counting on you. See to it, Colonel.
You have your orders, Commander. Let's get this done.
The Council requires information on an ancient temple in Dynasty territory. Establish a base and escort the archaeologists to the temple. Expect strong Dynasty resistance. Be prepared for a rapid evac with the data once the research is complete.
Commander, the Dynasty have blown the bridge to the temple site. Our drone reconnaissance shows heavy defenses in the area, so watch your step. Punch through Dynasty territory to find the temple, and keep our archaeologists alive at all costs. Commander, clear out those SAMs and we can drop you some heavy artillery support.
Secondary objective accomplished. Reinforcements have arrived. Power plants sighted. Secondary objective accomplished.
Power is down, Commander. Let's get to the temple.
Reinforcements have arrived.
That's it. We're here. I've never seen anything like it.
Commander, destroy the SAMs around the temple, and we'll send in your MCV.
Come in, HQ. It's GDF. They found the temple. HQ, come in. Anyone, respond.
Primary objective accomplished.
All right, Commander. The Dynasty is on to you now. You don't have long. Get some defenses up and give the archaeologists time to work.
I love this part.
Primary objective accomplished. Commander, capture the Tempest rigs to deny enemy harvesting and bolster your economy.
A most remarkable sacrarium vetting.
Construction complete.
The hieroglyphics on this temple read, Temple of Tempest. Curious. It seems it was cultivated in ancient times.
Unit ready.
This part of the world has a history of deluge myths. Fire, water, stone. No, sealed in stone.
Unit ready. Dynasty MCV sighted.
We've got an enemy MCV on the move. Looks like they're trying to block our nearest escape route. The convoy will have to pass over a small bridge to the west, which should provide an ambush point.
The bridge needs repairs. Get us a technician. Bridge repaired. Get the MCV moving.
Kaboom!
Living in or among the stars. The ones who decree. What is that word? Fate? Who were these beings?
Caution. Enemy units approaching. Enemy transports incoming. Unit is under attack.
Commander, Scopes is tracking a large Dynasty army forming a pincer around your position. Return to base immediately and prepare to evacuate.
Primary objective accomplished.
The medevac has arrived. LZ is west of your position. Abandon base if you have to. Just escort the archaeologists to safety. Priority 1, Commander.
We have the research. The rest we can decipher later. Get us out of here.
Unit is under attack.
Scramble all aircraft. Kill the GDF scientists.
Primary objective accomplished.
Exemplary work, Commander. That was a close one.
Nuclear warhead approaching.
This failure cannot stand. The Dynasty detonated a nuclear warhead within GDF territory.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but for whatever reason, the Dynasty chose to set it off below the surface. Losses could have been a hell of a lot worse.
A nuclear warhead, Colonel. The Earth is already choking in radiation from the last war.
I am aware of the effects, but I was not responsible for its detonation, and neither was the Commander.
The bomb was sighted in transit during the Commander's last mission. Why did the Commander not stop it?
The retreat order had been issued in the face of insurmountable reinforcements from enemy territory. The harebrained mission had been accomplished, and the order was given to prevent further unnecessary loss of life.
The Dynasty cannot be allowed to move nuclear weapons around unchallenged. The Commander should have belayed the retreat order and targeted the bomb's escort. Colonel, do I make myself clear?
I think you should see this.
My God! What the hell are those things?
Director?
What was... That's not...
STICOM, Code Red. Issue an immediate retreat order to all GDF units in 10 miles. Get our troops out of there. Weapons free. These things fire back. Get our drone fleet in the air and get me a satellite pointed at this. I want to know what the hell we're dealing with. Commander, your forces are closest.
An unknown aggressor is attacking GDF and Dynasty forces indiscriminately. Evacuate the base and retreat with the MCV to a more defensible location. Enemy firepower is unknown. Enemy intent is unknown. Enemy weaknesses are unknown.
The Dynasty have recently set up a base in the area, but they're already leaving. I need you to re-establish contact with our base in Cairo and get an explanation for all this. You're on your own, so good luck.
Commander, you made it! Our comms rig is getting interference. It makes no sense, but it's coming from the pyramids.
Sergeant, I told you! That's because the pyramids were built by...
Soldiers down. What was that? A drone?
Primary objective accomplished.
All troops to the north gates. This is not a drill. Repeat, all troops to the north gates. This is not a drill.
Arise, my brethren. Arise.
Oh my god! What are they? Weapons free! We have hostiles!
They came from underground?
Our squad's down! Fall back to the base!
Reinforcements at the ready.
Reinforcements have
Regional command here. I don't know what those things are. We'd have been overrun without your help. I need you to hold the line a little longer. GDF command needs to know about this. Defend our construction yard and data core while I upload what we have on this new thread. Transferring my remaining troops over to you.
Unit is under attack.
Data transfer complete. Local fires deleted. Commander, we are relocating the MCV to our Cairo outpost. Escort our MCV here, then build up strong defenses. We don't know what the enemy is capable of.
Unit is under...
All local units, this is a base-wide retreat. We have incoming.
MCV relocating to Cairo outpost. Watch our flanks.
Primary objective accomplished.
Okay, Commander. Now that the dust has settled, we have intel for you. Whatever these things are, we already know they have immense capability for destruction. They're trying to destroy our forces, and we already have reports of them targeting civilians. Push back against their expansion and protect your base, Commander. Right now, you're the last bastion for the people of Cairo.
Construction complete. Distress signals detected.
If anyone can hear this, help! We're held out east of the GDF base. Come quickly. These things are...
Unit is...
Holy! What happened to those civilians?
Unit ready. Structure upgraded. Secondary...
Dynasty calling for help? It must be bad. What happened to those Dynasty troops?
Unit is under attack. The local militia have seen what's happening to their people and want to help. Use an engineer to deliver weapons to the militia groups. Our base is under attack.
Thanks for the weapons. We'll fight for our people.
Secondary objective accomplished.
We stand with GDF against the enemy.
Great work, Commander. Civilians are being evacuated as we hold the line against the enemy. An enemy we don't understand. Satellite images only go so far. We're sending our surviving jets to clear enemy air defenses and allow us to recon the enemy base with our specialist.
Sniper in position for recon. These structures are humming with energy. They might provide power. I'm seeing enemy forces emerge from gateways in these buildings. The enemy deployed these CN units just before their forward bases appeared. Incoming hostiles. Let's move!
Analyzing enemy structures, units, strategies. Commander, destroy the key production facilities and push the enemy out of Cairo.
Weapons detected. Begin disintegration. Unacceptable losses. Relocation initialized.
Commander, it's good to see you. I won't lie, it's chaos. Normally I enjoy not knowing things, but right now, we can't afford mistakes. Things are not looking good. I've seen, well, skimmed reports of mission. You pushed the enemy back. Well done. Other commanders haven't fared so well. Their weaponry is like nothing I've ever seen. The Dynasty is just crumpled. Scope's just got images of their main HQ, or where it used to be. Veti are attacking mankind indiscriminately. But if you're counting on some unholy alliance with the Dynasty, I'd forget it. Their forces are scattering. We're on our own. The Colonel's shipping you back to the front line. Do whatever you can to stop them. You're going to be the last line of defense between us and the Veti. Best of luck out there, Commander.
Veti forces are approaching over the sea. Establish defenses in the city and prepare to repel the enemy. Deny the Veti access to the Tempest by harvesting the local fields before their arrival. GDF research indicates the following. The vine has been sourced to mineral-rich rock in the upper crust. However, no strong correlations have yet been drawn. The cell structure of the Tempest vine more closely resembles that of the aggressor species than terrestrial eukaryotes. The Veti utilize the Tempest extensively in their technology. Early analysis suggests the Veti may be able to metabolize the Tempest fluid. The Veti's strength lies in their reliance on the Tempest. Their access to the resource must be denied.
The Veti have reached the city! Incoming hostiles!
Where's the airlift?
Hold on, it's inbound now.
What's going on? Ah!
Contacts!
Primary objective accomplished.
Good. You've been briefed. These Veti are moving fast. We've got people across the Med looking for civvies. Sorry, but you're closer to the fire than anyone. You're my best, Commander. I know you've got what it takes. Hold off the invaders. Get the civilians to safety. Show the Veti you're not to be messed with.
Medical convoy approaching Alexandria, requesting escort to GDF airbase.
Primary objective accomplished.
Welcome to Alexandria Air Base, Commander. Captain Tremblay and his team will take care of the civilians here. Handing over our key structures to you. Stand by. Scopes has found civilians pinned down in 3 areas of the city. Clear out their scouts and get those people to the airbase hospital.
Primary objective accomplished.
Thanks for saving us. The city is crawling with those things.
This one's a real tough guy! Help us out!
Unit is under attack. Primary objective accomplished.
It's an ambush! Get the civilians to safety!
surrounded. What do we pay these GDF for? Driver, wait for us! The council will hear of this.
Tower, we have the first civilians. We're trying to arrange an extraction. Get the rest of the civvies here, safely.
The city is clear of civilians. I'll send you an extraction team as soon as it becomes. Hang on. We have another power surge. Petty forces arriving now. Defend the hospital.
Unit, our base is under attack. Area objective accomplished.
Somebody ordered a pickup? Excellent work, Commander. Those people will remember your help today. Now, we can turn our attention to the Veti. Do not let them get a foothold here. Destroy the forward bases.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Commander, the Veti are here. I'm seeing an enormous energy spike. What is that? Are you seeing? It's an entire Veti base. Fantastic. Energy levels within the base are increasing. They're up to something. Be advised, you have incoming. Check your base defenses.
Eyes on the Veti base. Something's coming through. This appears to be a more advanced form of matter translocation. And I don't want to wait around to find out what. Destroy these structures and shut it down.
Bring it down or we lose Alexandria.
So, these things are vulnerable after all.
We heard the Veti like the Tempest, so we've brought some party gifts.
Outstanding work, Commander. Not going to lie, we needed that win. We've tracked the Veti's movement further along the Med, and some of them have made landfall on the coast of Spain, where they've established a foothold in a valley. We were about to send in some troops to flush them out, but then Scopes caught something. This is the Tempest Instability Missile. It's a dynasty weapon. We need one. Here's where you're going to put it. There's a greater mass of vines coming from this fissure than any I've seen before, all centered on something they've raised out of the ground. We don't know what it is. We don't know if it's alive, but they're protecting it. They traveled all this way to dig it up. Stand by, Commander. Dr. Francis wants to explain this. Doctor, I got the Commander on the line. Go ahead.
R&D has been trying to reverse engineer the Tempest instability effect. And with some adjustments, we've discovered a strange property. It causes the Tempest to turn in on itself. The fluid begins to eat away at the vines. The energy in the fluid, it becomes unstable, tearing them apart from the inside. It essentially shatters the vines on a cellular level. The fluid carries the effect like a shockwave. All that energy held in the Tempest, building in potency as it spreads. On a large scale, the effect could be catastrophic. The Veti are linked to the Tempest. They use it for their power, their weaponry. I wouldn't be surprised if they consume it. Get me one of these missiles, Commander. Then buy me enough time to make the modifications. I'll see you out there.
There's an old dynasty base between you and the Veti. You're going to need to have boots on the ground before your main forces arrive. Take control of their base and dig yourself in. Then, get ready to fight like hell. The Council's not going to like this one, but you leave them to me. This is the big one. We're all counting on you. See to it, Commander. Let's get it done.
The Vedi have established a large base in this valley, centered on an expansive Tempest vines. However, there remains a Dynasty base between the infill point and the enemy. Capture the Dynasty base to gain access to their technologies, then destroy the Vedi. The Vedi are positioned on top of a fissure in the valley. The Tempest erupting from the fissure stretches deep underground. The vines connect, forming a colossal underground energy system that the Vedi bases tap into. This weakness must be exploited. The Dynasty Instability Missile can be modified to cause an energy cascade in the Tempest fluid. Capture the Dynasty base and acquire the missile. Good luck, Commander.
Command, this is Kragan. I lost contact with the team. Their equipment's still pinging just up these cliffs. Keep an eye out for me, would you?
I've had enough of drones. First GDF, now these.
Primary objective accomplished.
Kragan, over here! Can you cut the power? Be careful, pillagers!
Anyone hurt?
We can fight. The MCV touched down east of here, on the other side of the town. They're already taking fire, and there's more Vedi on the way.
Let's get moving.
Primary objective accomplished. Primary objective accomplished.
Reinforcements are here! Incoming Vedi! Troops to positions! Give it all you got!
This pathetic uprising will cease.
Commander, good job holding your own against the Vedi. The main Dynasty base has all their fortifications facing the Vedi. If you disable the voltaic gate, you'll have less resistance accessing the construction yard. Scopes has traced the power source to a southern outpost. Capture the construction yard to acquire a strategic stronghold in the valley.
Unit specialist under attack.
Missile launch codes obtained. We have Dynasty tech now, but we also have to shoulder more of the Vedi onslaught. Move on to the fortified Dynasty base to the north and capture the missile silo.
We have the missile! Getting to work on the modifications. You must keep the Vedi away from the missile silo. Buy me all the time that you can.
The Vedi appear to be shielding the beacon with a Tempest energy field. Take out the Tempest shield structures to disable the energy field.
The first shield is down. Dr. Francis, how's the missile coming along? I want to invite it to the homecoming dance.
Working on it. Give me more time.
Our base is under attack.
Inferior life forms will be assimilated.
These constructs seem to be fueling the shield over the Vedi beacon.
Our base is under attack. Primary objective accomplished.
The shields are down. The temple is vulnerable. Hell, where are those units coming from? Take them out, Commander. Dr. Francis, progress report on the...
Not right now.
Lunar Colony Gateway. Open. Purify the planet. Purge the livestock.
Doctor, anytime now.
We're ready. Instability missile has some modifications.
Impossible. Impossible. Impossible.
I told you the Council wasn't going to be happy. Still, that figures. That's the price of being a hero. For being the finest damn commander GDF has ever seen. Well, in my humble opinion anyway. The Veti invasion has halted completely. When the instability shockwave hit, a third of their forces dropped. The rest appear to have retreated underground. We're still catching some stragglers as we sweep across Europe. The structures they've built are in a deactivated state. Their gateways are offline. Dr. Francis is on the site in Spain right now. We have a lot to learn. This has left us with a problem. The human-based workforce the Veti used. They've all been left behind. They're non-hostile, still mobile, but unresponsive. GDF has been working to corral them, but we don't know how the Veti were controlling them, or if there's anything left of the people they were. It's like they're just waiting for their signal. As for the Veti, I'm not counting on them being gone for good. Not by a long shot. They fought with too much conviction, too much ferocity. There's no way they're just going to run away. We hit them far harder than they were expecting, and we found a chink in their armor. But mark my words, this was a tactical retreat. We've got work to do. For now, get yourself some rest, Commander. You've more than earned it.
Congratulations, Commander. The GDF Council of Directors commends your achievements on the battlefield. We have deliberated on the next phase of the war, and we would like to make you an offer.